being held pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Law, C-231 Laws of New Jersey, dated 1975. Notice of this meeting was advertised in the local source, the newspaper of record, and notice has been posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building adjacent to the municipal clerk's office. Roll call.
Mr. Benavanga.
Present.
Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Graves.
Here.
Ms. Martins is absent. Ms. Scott is absent. Mr. McNeil is absent. And Mr. Wiley is absent. Mr. Champy.
Here. There being a quorum present, this meeting is now declared open. Are there any communications, Mr. Manguso?
There are no communications.
Our first order of business this evening is calendar number 3422, Rawway Estates LLC, located at 581 Rawway Avenue, Block 3702, Lot 5. Applicant wishes to raise the roof of the existing warehouse, add a second-floor mezzanine with offices and restrooms, and add a third-floor mezzanine as well as new landscaping. Mr. Hale, would you like to begin?
Yes, good evening, board members. Stephen Hale, representing the applicant Rawway Estates. Thank you for being out this evening. I've obviously had an opportunity to speak to Anthony and to Rob and realize that while you do have a quorum to conduct a meeting, we need as a D variance, a D2 expansion of non-conforming use, 5 affirmative votes. Therefore, we can't proceed this evening to present it. Well, we could present our case, but rather than having missing board members read. So in discussing it with your board professionals, we respectfully request that the matter be carried. I think you're having a meeting next week, and our team would be here next week to present our case. We have, I doubt there's any extension needed to the applicable time period, but we request the matter to be carried for the 1 week until December 13th at 7:30. Without the requirement of further notice, again, stipulation on the extension. Just one comment, I did speak to my client. If you recall, when we were here at the last meeting, he and his wife were here, a young man that purchased the building, operates his business out of there. He has a family obligation next Wednesday night. All of our professionals will be here to explain the case, and they have the details on the nature of his operation. If he can change things around, he'll be here, or at least for part of the time. But I think you had an opportunity to, he and his wife are seated in the first row, and exciting business that they want to just continue. And I think you saw, or you will see from the renderings, really doing a nice job with that warehouse. I know it'll be presented in more detail, but the whole purpose of expanding the roof of the warehouse is one of these more is less. It gives more capability to have products stored, so less deliveries, and it's just been a problem with manufacturing and distribution companies, and that getting product in is very difficult to pipeline. We were just before the planning board last month up the street on American Products, which is a manufacturing facility, and that's manufacturing, so the storage addition went before the planning board, but same type of thing. They said when we order things, it just takes forever to get them, and then when people want an order filled, it takes longer. So sorry for the long-winded explanation, but yes, we'd look to carry this till next Wednesday evening.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I had conversations with Mr. Hale as the board attorney. Under the circumstances, he really has the right to have this carry, and I think if we can accommodate him, my suggestion is to have somebody make a motion in the second to carry it to our December 13th meeting without further notice requirements, so they don't have to go through that expense, since it is the unfortunate result of not having the adequate number of board members. So if we have a motion in a second to move it to that date without further notice, and then a roll call.
Thank you. At this time, can I have a motion and a second to adjourn without notice and to reschedule calendar number 3422 Rawway Estates LLC until the next meeting, which is December the 13th?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn calendar number 3422 Rawway Estates LLC, 581 Rawway Avenue, Block 3702, Lot 5, and carry it over to next week's meeting, December 13, 2023.
Second motion.
Roll call.
Mr. Benavanga.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Graves.
Yes.
And Mr. Champion.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.
All right, just for the public's
Likewise.
benefit, anyone's watching, the meeting will be 7:30 on December 13th. That's a Wednesday. It's a regular meeting night of the board in this room. There'll be no further notice in the newspaper or by mailing. This is the only notice to carry the case. It will be expected to be heard next Wednesday, 7:30 in this room for Rawway Estates.
Thank you all again.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, there being no further business coming before the board this evening, I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.